Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play the Dark Eye, Chains of Satinav. So in the last episode, Geron found the Seer's Ring, finally. He learned the magic, he changed the magic keyword to, basically for transferring souls. And we are on our way to save Nuri, but we got this obstacle of things all over the place. The crows, the priest fairies, and everything else. So there's a statue of a raven, sacrificial animals, and an impaled knight, and a bunch of other things. And a catapult, apparently. So let's see what we have in here. We can go up, apparently, and there's another catapult.
I'll lure them onto the lake. Then I'll smash the ice to pieces. Somehow.
Somehow indeed.
You will not keep me, even if I have to break both your necks.
Okay. That's very gruesome.
No one is ever going to sacrifice to you ever again, Seer. No one is ever...
Yeah, okay, we have that being the same.
The statue is made of ice. The creatures must have made it with their magic.
Probably.
The way to the harp must lead through this cave.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Alrighty, so we can go this way. There's a catapult, I know, but first of all, I cannot do much below. Oh, is that a horse? Oh no, poor horse.
This is a knight's horse. The foreleg is branded with the oak of Adergast. It can't have been dead for long.
Do I cut it up?
Sephiron will understand. This piece of skin should suffice.
I'm not sure what for, but... Oh, there's also meat.
It can't have been dead for long.
Well, let's take up the meat as well. Oh.
I don't need any more.
Yeah.
It can't have been dead for...
Yeah, I know. Projectiles! Well, there's a lot of things to throw at everyone.
The besiegers didn't hold out too long, or the besieged.
It's pretty heavy. I could imagine.
Something's jammed.
I think it's probably somewhere here, and it's probably because it's iced over.
Let's see. The mechanism still works, but it's all frozen, and the bolted lever that locks into the cogwheel has been removed.
Okay, so we need a lever. How? A knife?
Before I've scraped off all the ice with this, I'll be as frozen as this horse.
You don't say. Okay, so those are the only things I have over here to interact with. Can I actually repair it?
The mechanism still works, but it's all frozen.
I can... Oh, right.
Very good. The ice is coming off. Now it should be working.
Let's try.
Without a bolted lever locked into the cogwheel, I can crank all I want.
Okay, without a bolted lever. How about now?
Cutting won't be of much help.
Not cutting, no.
This doesn't yield. No time.
Okay, nothing I could do over here yet. You know what? We'll be right back. Maybe there was something in here that I can do. Actually, not really.
Why isn't this battle mentioned in any legends?
Can we go and do something with this?
I'd better lay low.
Okay, no, never mind. I have meat, though.
I'd better lay...
Can I throw meat at the creatures?
Something tells me these creatures are more interested in souls than meat.
Horsehide?
Something tells me...
Okay, I'm not sure why I have those things, but I think I'll figure it out. Oh, I wonder.
That's no help at all.
But it's made out of ice. We can lure them onto the ice.
It's beyond...
Beyond repair. Oh, wait, sorry.
This is for you, Raven.
There you go. There you go. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Look at the statue. It's interesting. Now I can just come out here and do whatever I want.
Why isn't this bad?
Sorry, I forgot I clicked on it like that. There. There's lever. Okay, here I come, catapult. I've got your lever. I've got everything you wanted, and wow.
The lever goes with this cogwheel.
It's a bit of a lag in here. Okay, now I need this thing.
That doesn't help.
But I need something to launch.
The catapult isn't loaded. Well, how could it? There's no sling.
Oh. Do you...
Not likely. I've had better...
Oh, sorry. That's what you wanted? Okay, yeah, that's what we need. Okay, good.
Unfortunately, the sling is missing.
Can we repair it?
No time for...
No, it says the sling is missing.
These will have to do for one single shot.
Okay, that's what you need it for. I guess I use the meat for something else. Okay, fire away!
I always wanted to do that.
The noises over there. Yep, they're gone. But now we have the ravens to deal with. Okay. Can I do anything with the catapult?
It must have been a hopeless battle for the defenders.
Yeah, it must have been. Right. Broken sacrificial pole.
No one is ever going to sacrifice...
Well, I want to take it. Can I do that? Is that what I use the meat for, on these guys?
I'd rather rip out my own eyes than start sacrificing to this false idol.
Yeah, okay, good. Just verifying. Can I actually do anything with these guys?
No one is ever going...
Okay, never mind. We just pass through then. Oh, there's a harp. And ooh, a swarm of crows. Jesus Christ. And wow, that's quite the harp. It's ginormous.
What's this? A grave? I don't even want to know what's buried there.
But we need that pile of rubble for whatever reason. Also, we should repair the pole.
Yuri, I'm coming, and then the raven will decorate this pole.
Oh, you're trying to use it as a weapon?
Very well. But what will I sacrifice to the beasts? I'm reluctant to cut off my own hand.
I have a meat from the horse. I don't know what for we're doing this. Oh, right, because there are these crows over there. Haven't even noticed that. I'm like, let's just do things.
She's still alive.
That's a good sign.
This horrible humming. My mind can't take it for long, but I have to push on.
Okay, well, yeah, let's push on. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we're being attacked. Let's see. What happened to your knife?
Too far away. My arm is too short.
Your arm is too short, he says. Burn the wench.
Light. The creatures abhor light. And now, of all times, I can't reach my flint stone. Not this again.
Okay, not this again. Oh, there's an icicle. How about you break it? Okay.
Got it.
Use the knife! What are you doing?
This is for you, meat fly.
Ooh,
Nuri.
Jeez. I didn't even get to process anything. You just went for Neri. That's happening very quickly. Oh, she looks worn.
Nuri. Nuri!
Who are you?
What do you mean? That's me. Or rather, that's Geron. You don't know me. Oh, poor girl. Look at her.
Can't you see me? It's me, Geron.
Geron? The harpers called you here, like the birdman said.
Yes.
I wanted to paint a green sky for you, but the sounds of the harp make every color black.
I'll take you away from here. Somehow.
Oh, there's the raven.
Don't bother, bird catcher. There is no salvation. Nuri and the harp are one.
Seer.
Yes. It's a shame that I am who I am, that I see what I see, and that I have to do what has to be done.
You are asking for sympathy?
I am not heartless, Nighthare. I'm just taking what was meant to be mine.
And what, pray tell, is that?
I was once promised eternal life, but all I got was the prospect of a painful death. But this cannot be my fate. The gods have one more task for me to fulfill. There is a reason why I was blessed with the gift of second sight. That's why I mustn't die.
But die is what you will do. I'll pluck you and then stuff you.
Think about your next step wisely, birdcatcher. It doesn't have to end here. Don't you understand? Nuri is just the fabric your dreams are made of. The magic bird that vanishes as soon as you reach for it. Down there, real life is waiting for you. The herb girl will give you many children. Children that no fairy would have ever born for you. What do you say? Don't you want to give me anything in exchange for that? Didn't you bring what belongs to me? Give me the artifact, and I'll let you go.
Why?
What do you want with the ring? Will your spirit occupy my body?
Indeed. Wouldn't that be sweet irony? But why would I want to be a bird catcher when I could be king?
Ah, well, Geron was pretty much correct in that regard.
What did you do to Nuri? Let her go. Torture me if you need a sacrifice.
You cannot save her anymore. The harp has consumed her. Every attempt to free her would mean her death.
That's what this is all about. You want dominion over Adergast.
Adergast? No. I will reign over a realm of dreams. 1,000 shards of dreams reveal the future to me. And then I'll forge it after my own will. And finally, I will be immortal.
Why would I want to give him the artifact? I mean, sure, I do need him to... Oh, right, I forgot. He won't be able to change into anyone.
Well?
No. There must be another way.
Useless thoughts, Nighthare. I've long since seen your decision. You will extend your hand and give the ring to me. It can't be changed. The artifact? Give it to me!
I'll think of something. Let's see.
The music turns the crows into nightmarish creatures. This horrible humming, my mind can't take.
Yeah, you said that before.
Yes, birdcatcher. This is the moment I foresaw decades ago. But this time I have blown a breach into time itself.
Can I stab you?
pathetic. You should know better by now. Did you bring your cage too?
I wonder... Okay, so I can look closer at Nuri? Okay. Let's see. There's Nuri the harp. Can I get something from her? Maybe.
Give up! You cannot save her! Nuri is part of the harp now.
Don't give up, Nuri.
Let's see.
I'm sorry I lied to you. I wanted to save you.
Don't worry. Imps lie quite often too. And I like imps.
Oh, how heartwarming.
You'll be free soon. Then you'll fly, free like a bird, soaring up to the skies. Somehow I'll get the harp to let you go.
But I am the harp. And if I stop playing, everything will break apart.
I have to go now.
No. Please stay.
The Birdman wants you to be alone.
No. No.
So that I don't distract you.
No. I don't want to be alone. I have played for so long. I wanted you to come here. The Birdman promised me.
Sorry, could I get a piece of your hair?
How can I cut her off? It would be her death.
Bonehead. Not even death would mean salvation for your fairy.
I need your hair, Neri. Oh, I can still look at the crows. Wait. Tears!
As long as she's still able to cry, her soul isn't lost yet.
Oh, do I soak in the tears?
You'll be laughing again soon, Nuri. The focus. I'll use Nuri's tears as focus for the artifact. The same way the seer used the feather to project himself into a raven's body.
Okay, we got that. So we'll exchange her body with his.
There must be thousands. All this just to have a glance at the future and to avoid your own death.
Okay, well, let's chat with the raven.
Well, birdcatcher.
Okay. Give him the artifact and then we need to say our magic word.
Very well. Here, take your crown. Wear it for as long as you live.
Rah! Rah! Rah!
Obviously, he doesn't know that the magic word changed.
And now, you never meant to let me go, right?
Be mad at the gods, Nighthair, not me. Every lot they foist upon us seems so unfair, doesn't it? But what do your woes or those of a fairy mean compared to all the lives I could save?
You mean all the lives you you doomed?
Let me make a prophecy for you. You will fail and meet your death. The doom that I am supposed to bring only affects you. Your time is up.
Time? What do you know of time? Time is the fire in which we burn. Once the original gods shattered the mirror of the cosmos, which showed the future. Tonight, I'll reassemble the shards.
The Keeper of Time will punish you for your heresy.
The Keeper of Time?
The 13-horned, the chained giant.
Do you still not understand, birdcatcher? The 13-horned has no dominion over me. There is no Keeper of Time. There is no Satinav.
Hey! You doomed yourself, buddy! he died. Or rather, Nuri's body died. And Nuri is now a crow. Or rather, a raven.
Nuri was free. And Geron returned to Adergast with her. No one there even knew of his great deed. But he didn't mind. The crows had vanished, and so had the dark dreams. And soon, the land fell into a blissful sleep again.
That's the end of the game, guys. Oh boy, that's quite the journey, huh? And yeah, this episode is actually pretty short, so I'll be publishing it right after the previous one. You already know that immediately, actually, so whatever. Oh boy, I feel like... Okay, so more or less, the characters were well written. I mean, they certainly made me really dislike Nuri because of her naivety, or how you pronounce it in English, naiveness. And there's so many complicated feelings and relationships, I guess. Also because the situation is not really an easy one to deal with. Like with Geron, where all his life he's told that he's a bad luck charm, and he pretty much started believing that himself, even though he did try to prove himself, you know, that no, he's not. But as he was, you know, as he started his journey with Nuri, he became more and more, I guess, in some ways, doubting that he's not a bad luck charm. All the way to a point until Nuri dumped him into her own world, where she's, you know, the heir of her world. Or maybe no longer an heir, I'm not sure. And with her, with Nuri, it's so complicated because well, first of all, she left her people to die, essentially. She just fled, instead of maybe trying to deal with, I guess, taking over the management part and just setting up her own laws, unlike the queen. And it's also very complicating for her because she came to Geron's world with that naiveness, with that almost childish purity, I guess. And the thing is that with that, it would have been really impossible to live in this world unless there was Geron next to her. Because remember how the first day she went to Adergast, she's like, oh, I'll demonstrate magic. Well, I'll demonstrate magic when I get freaked out by freeing the pigs of the villagers. And oops, I shouldn't be doing that, but I did anyway because I don't care about other people's opinions. That's pretty much what she is. She's a child. Literally, she is one. And it's also complicating because she seems to like Geron, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it's wrong because of the way she behaves and acts. I mean, that's just my opinion. Regarding the main storyline, I think it's pretty decent. And and I'll be honest with you, it's also kind of obvious because all of a sudden you get this talking crow in the middle of nowhere, just poofs into the existence, and how can you not doubt that he's very suspicious? And especially, you know, why is he following Geron and Nuri on their journey? Why is he trying to help? What's his motivation? And it's obvious that this motivation is probably nothing too kind. Especially because in the beginning they have mentioned the plague of crows and everything else, so... So that one, unfortunately, I think they maybe could have developed it better in that regard. But overall, I like the game. I like the puzzles, except the part where I guess mostly the Enqui village or fishing town. Mostly the part where there's the ship, but I think it's mostly because I just didn't guess enough, I guess, or rather thought about, some of the clues that the game was giving me. But the most part that frustrated me was mostly the after Enqui. The way to the fairy gate in the swamp area and the hollow tree, because some parts of that puzzle weren't obvious, like with the plant and the fact that you're supposed to stuff it into the dead carcass. And I got confused by that because the mouth of the dead carcass was so damn far away. So how in the world would the plant's spit even, how in the world would Geron even put the plant into the mouth of the carcass? Because it's far away. That got me very confused. And also, why did I pick up a mushroom? I don't think I ever used it for anything in that part of the puzzle. So it was basically an empty object that had absolutely no meaning. And the other part I got a little bit frustrated was also the academy, because I was looking for information ahead of time, because I just naturally came over and be like, oh, there's this thing that Gwynling left, I should probably read what it has and then check it out in the books. And apparently no, I was supposed to do that way later, after I talked to the fairy scholar about the bracelet that I picked up and stuff like that. And then after, reading about it in the library, then it triggers the dialogue with the fairy scholar, and that got me frustrated for a bit. And stuff like that. But apart from that, I pretty much like the game. It has really beautiful artwork, very beautiful soundtracks. And like I said before, I think the characters themselves were more or less well written. It's just that maybe the main storyline could have been put a bit better, molded slightly better. And I guess my favorite part of the game actually probably is the fairy world, because of some of the really bizarre characters and stuff like that. I don't know, it was kind of interesting world to explore. It's certainly an interesting contrast to the world of reality, I guess. It's also the kind of world where you have to think a little bit out of the box, because some things, are magical based, so it means anything goes in it. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it. There's also the second game, which, to be honest, I like it way more than the first. And the second game, it does follow Geron's and Neri's story a bit, but only slightly. It mostly concentrates on an entirely different storyline, but it does so in a way that it doesn't feel disjointed. And it's also very interesting, both the new storyline and Geron's and Neri ones. Mostly if you played the first game, you would feel more connection with Geron and Neri in the second game. But you can also play it even without, knowing about the first game. That's actually what was the case with me. I thought that Memoria was like the very first game or something, or rather a standalone game. And I played it without knowing who Geron and Neri were, but I really dug in the story without knowing. And then I was like, oh, there was a previous game about Geron and Neri. Oh, I should check it out. And stuff like that. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed you enjoyed this journey that we pretty much went through, all the emotions, blood and tears, figuratively and literally, maybe. Literally in the game, I mean. Also, actually tears as well, yeah. Because Neri cried and we used it for the artifact. But I also really hope that maybe you also, check out the game on Steam or GOG. Maybe also, give it a go as well. Maybe you'll have a completely different perception and experience than I did, and that's always usually the case when you watch someone play the game as opposed to when you play it yourself. There's always a different perception of, I guess, of the game, also because of the person who plays it. So I really encourage you to also check it out and see for yourself as well. Although granted, maybe you'll remember the puzzles or not. So if you watch this video, maybe play it maybe like a month later when you don't remember the puzzles at all, and stuff like that. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in I'm losing my words today. In any of the other games. Bye bye!